Hi everyone, we're going to look at the first part of the lesson plan for your first teaching practice. As you can see, it's an activity and the length of the lesson has already been filled in, which is 30 minutes. Each of you will be sent an individual activity to use in the planning of this lesson. For example, this one is called Family Tree. The layout of all of the activities looks pretty much the same. It'll have the name of the activity, the source, the level, the length of the activity. Some of them include the language focus, and then the method. In other words, what you need to do in the activity. If there are set answers, those will be included as well. The next page has the student handout. In this activity, you have student A and student B. In other words, everything you need in order to prepare the lesson plan for this activity is included in the document that I will be emailing you. Let's look at the lesson plan. The general information is very straightforward. The TP will always be numbered. All you need to add is your name and the date that you are teaching the lesson. So the first thing you need to then fill in is the activity description. This should be 3 to 5 sentences. You need to give a brief overview of what the activity is, how it will be run, and what the students need to be able to do by the end of it. To find that information, have a look at the method. By looking at the method, you can see that the students will need to be able to draw a simple family tree on the board and understand how it works. They'll be working in pairs, and there are 12 differences that they need to find in the handouts between A and B. They have 10 minutes to work together. They also cannot look at each other's handout. Once everyone is finished, you'll go through the answers as a class. So the main points we need are drawing a simple family tree, understanding how it works, students will work in pairs, and there are 12 differences. Let's fill that in here. In pairs, students will identify 12 differences between family tree A and family tree B. They may not show their handouts to their partner. Therefore, students need to understand what a family tree is and how it works to complete the activity. For this particular activity, I only needed 3 sentences. But as you can see, for somebody who hasn't seen the activity, it's very clear what the students need to do and what their goal is. Now I need to think about the materials required. There were handouts for students A and B. Students will also obviously need a pen or a pencil to complete the task. And for me to demonstrate a family tree and how it works, I need a board and markers. This doesn't mean that you have to supply the pen or pencil for the students. You will obviously supply the handouts and we'll give you the board and markers. This is simply to show you everything you need for this lesson. Now it's on to personal aims. As this is your first teaching practice, you may be unsure as to what you're aiming for. Think about what it is most that you would like to work on as a teacher. For most new teachers, it is asking clear CCQs, after the instructions. And keeping TTT to a minimum and effective. You might have something else, like to not be too nervous, to not stutter, to give clear instructions. This can be absolutely anything, provided it is focusing on your development as a teacher and not what the students need to do. The last thing you need to fill in is the sources. Now in this lesson, you only have one source, in this case, the activity. And this part is easy. Just copy and paste the source on the handout and put it in the relevant box. And that's everything you need for the first page for this lesson. Good luck!